Hey everybody, what's up? Uncle Gary here. In this video we're going to talk about growing your business, whether that's a business you own or whether it's your area of a business in which you're an employee or you're a manager, maybe you're even an individual contributor. The point I'm going to come to here is how to grow your area of the business or your entire business. I do want to add also one context, just to the point of why I'm making this video now is there's a lot of potential upheaval in the economy. Everyone's not sure whether we're in recession, out of recession. So with that being said, there's a lot of times where we're hearing of layoffs or people being told to do more with less. And I wanted to address that in my own way, in just my own opinion. This is not the opinion of my employers, customers, partners, or with anyone with which I'm associated. So with that being said, I'm going to give you, a couple of points that I think will be really useful to you. The first one is when times of difficulty arise, and they do from time to time, economically or personally, whatever you're dealing with, the one thing that I've found that reliably works is to focus on integrity. And that's a particularly interesting word because a lot of people have views on what integrity means. Does it mean you're a good person, or if you have no integrity, that means you're a bad person, or that kind of thing? That's not how I view integrity, and that's not the context for this video when it comes to integrity. Integrity is essentially whether something is working. So you can think of it like in a building or in a steel structure, we would talk of structural integrity. Does the structure actually hold up? Is it holding up for what it needs to do? If there are too many stresses on the structure may collapse. So think of integrity like structural integrity, not whether you're a nice person or not a nice person or that sort of thing. It's not a personal thing, it's a structural, in your business kind of integrity. So what that looks like is integrity structurally is a place usually nobody goes to look. We kind of come up with this, we've got to redouble our efforts, we're going to work even harder. I don't know that that's entirely necessary. What I do think is valuable is do what you said you would do. It's not more complicated than that. If you're doing what you said to your customers you'd do, if you make a promise to a customer, keep the promise. If you make a commitment to your boss, keep the commitment. If you make a promise to someone or a commitment and you know you're not going to be able to do that, let them know. That's what I mean by structural integrity. Having something work is more important than how nice a person you think they are or you don't like them anyway, so I'm not going to tell them I promised it, but it was just to get out of the meeting. Those kind of things. You want to watch for limits or integrity going out where the way of approaching that situation won't provide results. That's really what I mean by integrity. So that's the first one. Do what you said you would do. In tough times, that gets even more valuable and even more powerful. You should always do that, but it's more important in tough times. The next thing is this idea of working harder, not smarter, or companies need to do more with less and things like that. I think that's a really interesting concept because if you just did the work you agreed to do and be clear if you're unable to do additional work, there isn't actually anything. People can't ask you to do more than you're capable of doing, in the work hours available to you. So you can't ask someone to do 26 hours of work just because, you want to. There's no way to force more work out of someone than is available to them. But the point of this is agreeing to what you're going to do and doing it, or disagreeing upfront, like respectfully, to say, I'm not able to fulfill on that for these and these and these reasons. And agreeing what is possible and then doing that. That's what I'm talking about. So that's going to make a huge difference in how confident you are about what you're being asked to do and how confident the people who work with and around you are when you give your word for something and you say, I will get this done, I will produce this proposal, I will do this project, whatever it is. Make sure you do what you said you were going to do. That's what has a situation actually work. And then the second level of that is to hold yourself accountable. So if you give a promise or you say to your manager or to a customer or to someone who's a partner who depends on you in your business, I will do this, or I promise to do this by this time and this date, or they ask you, please do this by this time and this date. If you agree to it, hold yourself accountable. If you can't do it for whatever reason, let them know the moment you know. It's a tough conversation, I know, but that's what integrity actually provides, is that ability to be straight and tell someone if it's not going to work, we can make a plan and resolve it, rather than I let you just not find out until it was too late or something like that. And the last piece is, once you hold yourself accountable and you are reliable for keeping your word or not giving your word if you know you're not going to be able to make it, The next level, the level above that, is to hold other people around you to account, hold them accountable. This is not a disrespectful or mean or authoritarian thing. You don't have to be above the person, below the person, peer to the person in an organization. It just means if I got a promise from you and the person doesn't deliver on it, find out why, understand what happened, hold them accountable. Don't just ignore it and step over it and assume if we don't talk again, I'm just going to pretend, oh, they didn't do what I asked, but hey, who's counting? So bringing that kind of like real integrity or structural integrity to when you do agree to something, do it. And if you can't reliably say, I can do this by this date, then let the person know, so that saying, I don't think I can do this, I need 2 days to come back to you with when I know I will be able to do it, or whatever the case may be. But that's what I wanted to talk about. Integrity as a way to get your power back, as a way to get ahead even in a tough situation in an organization. If people know you are reliable for doing what you said you would do, there'll always be a reason to have you on the team. And that's what I wanted to leave you with. So I hope this made a difference for you. Please let me know in the comments down below if you've had experience with this, and go ahead, like and subscribe, pay it forward. That's why I make these videos. If you know someone that you think this would benefit, go ahead and share it with them. I'd love to hear what you think. Thanks everybody, and I'll catch you on the next one.